What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you, you know what I'm saying, with my own Texans thoughts on the free agency, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we all know the Houston Texans have been very quiet amongst them, when it comes down to free agency. But I know they dipped into it last year. Didn't really work out with Brock Osweiler and all that. That's all fine and dandy. But I personally feel like they need to dip again. But instead of on the offensive side, you go and you dip on the defensive side. Looking at who's available, and there's only one defensive free agent that I really want right about now. And I was just commenting on him, on my boy Ray Ray's on his video, you know what I'm saying? Also, yeah, go check out my boy Ray Ray, man. He got some good material, especially on these Texans, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that boy Ray Ray, man. A lot of my subs, man, has been hitting me up. They watch both of our videos, man, and they this is not the first time I've heard this. You know what I'm saying? They saying that we should do like a live stream collab vid. I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that boy Ray Ray, man. You know what I'm saying? I would love. I'm giving out my vote of support on it. My half. I'm with it. I'm all about these Texans, man. I love talking Texans football, and if we had a live stream just to talk about that, whew, man, man. But yeah, back to the dontari Poe, move on free agency. Now the reason why this move only makes perfect sense for Houston. Think about it. Look what you already have on your defense. You got J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, Whitney Merciless, Bernard McKinney, unknown middle linebacker who's yet to be named yet, DJ Reader as your nose tackle as of now, and I guess Antonio Smith. Maybe not. Now, the major question that needs to be asked: where does dontari Poe fit in there? Easy. Put him where he's best fit. The nose tackle. He's 6'4", 340. Let him occupy space up the gut. The New England game, and here's why. If Houston should look at him and they should use any reference to, go and sign him. Look at the New England game. You were getting pressure up the gut, you know what I'm saying, with with guys like Clowney and, Merciless and whatnot. Now, yes, they was using their speed and their athleticism to, whip on those guards and whatnot, but think about this from a schematic standpoint. When you got dontari Poe up the gut, J.J. Watt next to him, Jadeveon Clowney at their right end spot, Merciless, Bernard McKinney, potentially a rookie linebacker who I wanted to be Zach Cunningham, and the surprise move, I really want Houston to double down on linebackers, go back into that, use that Pittsburgh, formula, double down on your linebackers so that's straight. Romo that's gonna happen eventually, People can say what they want. I can get it. There's gonna some people that don't like Romo, but the fact of the matter is, if you a fan, sorry about that, y'all. If you a fan of this team, a diehard fan of this team here, like I am, so willing to get it tatted on me, If you that diehard like I am, you more than willing to accept Houston going out and getting Tony Romo and letting him, come in, learn the system, and take us to the promised land. Now, also, I want to speak on that subject because Nate Burleson pointed it out, a few days ago, and it makes a lot of sense. Houston actually is fucking themselves by playing this staring contest game with Jerry Jones, because I don't care how smart Tony Romo is, he's not gonna come in and pick up a playbook. Our playbook at that. He's not gonna come in and be able to come in July and have the playbook mastered by August. I'm sorry. I just don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, and this is hopefully, he does get released, within the week, you know what I'm saying? Or at least sometime next week. Hopefully. Keep my fingers crossed on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, looking at that situation, Dontari Poe definitely needs to find his way to Houston, man. Rick Smith needs to make that shit happen because like I said, whenever you hear Bill O'Brien, doing his press conferences, you know what I'm saying, whether it's through a win or a loss or preparing to play another team, especially playing another team, getting ready to play another team, the number one thing that he talks about, we gotta stop the run. Huh? That's true. Very true. And when you got a guy like Dontari Poe on your defense, up the gut, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be pretty hard to run it. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. It was already hard to run on this team when just JJ was there. You add a piece like Dontari Poe, you know what I'm saying, and you really cooking with Crisco now. You know what I'm saying? Say, now, in my last video, you know what I'm saying, I was talking about the whole Malcolm Butler, getting traded to Houston. Now, say we sign him, and then Houston backdoors and trades for him. You also signed Tony Romo. It's not shoring up your defense, but, it's shoring up your team at certain spots, and you'll need to address others via the draft. But I would be perfectly okay with going in, if we had to play a game right now, after signing Dontari Poe, I wouldn't be all that upset, with who's in my secondary. You know what I'm saying? Until they start getting picked apart. You know what I'm saying? But football 101, you know what I'm saying? DBs play well when the pass rush is well. You know what I mean? And that's another thing about Dontari Poe's game that a lot of people don't respect and really give him credit for. The man can produce in our system, the matchup system defense. I'm gonna give you one player to think about, and he was in our division tearing it up for a good while because he helped the Titans go 13-3. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. The big man himself, Albert Haynesworth, the beast. Not that fat motherfucker that ended up going to New England and the Redskins or whatnot. I'm talking about the beast. That when that man was on the field, when he was really turning it on, it was hard trying to guard this man. You know what I'm saying? It was hard trying to block him. Why? He was 6'4", 6'5", same body frame as Dontari Poe. You know what I'm saying? 330, 340. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to move him in the run game, and then in passing situations, what can you do when you walk in the center into the quarterback's lap? That's the quarterbacks, quarterbacks that love being in the pocket. That's their haven. They love being able to sit in the pocket and be able to manipulate it, slide a little to the left, maneuver a little bit to the right. You know what I'm saying? Slide up a little bit in the pocket, avoid a rush, you know what I'm saying? And make you throw. Tom Brady's especially good at this. Now, how did Houston counter that? They said, fuck you. We're going to go and attack what you like doing. You want to step up into your throws? We're going to take that. We're going to take that away from you. And now you're going to have to throw off that back foot, which with pocket quarterbacks, when that pocket collapses, accuracy goes down. Charlie Casserly said it best. When pocket quarterbacks have to get outside the pocket, that QBR goes down. You know what I'm saying? It's not just those are real analytics of football. You know what I'm saying? And I can't explain it no different than that. You know what I mean? And again, the reason why I brought up Albert Haynesworth is because not only could he stop the run, when he was in his prime, he could not only stop the run, but He was that dominant in the pass game and so powerful that guards weren't able to, weren't able to sustain him one-on-one. Centers damn sure wasn't blocking him one-on-one. Oh, man. Long story short, man, because I'm coming up on 11 minutes, you get Dontari Poe down here in H-Town. You thought Denver's defense was elite. You thought last year's New England Patriots scoring defense was good. You think the 2000 Ravens defense was good. The Seahawks Super Bowl winning defense. You thought they were good. This Houston squad is legit, and it has that potential to be that and exceed it. But again, Rick Smith, you gotta show your marbles. You gotta show you got a pair down there. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, you gotta just ask yourself this one question: do I want to put a ring on my finger? You know what I'm saying? That Super Bowl ring. I ain't talking about no Beyonce shit. I'm talking about you want to become a champion. Go out and get Dontari Poe. I'm kind of interested in that whole Malcolm Butler thing, but I'm not willing to give up no second round pick for him. I would much rather go with a rookie corner, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like it or not, Texans fans, Houston needs to go and make it happen with Tony Romo ASAP. Because like I said earlier, the man is not going to be able to come into our facility in June, you know what I'm saying, and learn the whole playbook. We're going to be stuck fucking running the ball, and then we're going to be right back where we started last year with Brock Osweiler. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, Romo is is a hell of an upgrade from Brock, but Brock wasn't really familiar with the playbook, so guess what? We're just having to turn around and hand it to Lamar Miller, hoping that he can get us 3-4 yards on the first or second down. Great defense is gonna notice, and they not gonna let up. So, Houston, Rick Smith, please, make these moves happen. Quit fucking over this city. The city of Houston loves the Texans. You got some fans that, like me, who've been down with this team since they were the Oilers. Like, since I've been born into this world, I've been a fan of football. Like, literally. You know what I mean? The year they collapsed in Buffalo, my peoples were at that game. Unfortunately, my mom was pregnant with me and she had to leave, to give birth to me. But, you know what I mean? Football, like that lets you know what I'm saying? The love of the game is going to always be there for me, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Rick Smith, if you really love and value this team, hell, matter of fact, I'm going to go even a step further. Bob McNair, if you can come across this video, tell your management team, hey, go get that big boy. Yes, you got a young guy, DJ Reader. Yeah. But guess what? If you signed Dontari Poe, now you get to become more multiple, just like how you was when you had Big Vince. Oh, and by the way, shout out, not shout out, but let me just say I told you so, you know what I'm saying, to all those that kept saying, oh, the Chiefs are gonna find a way to sign Eric Berry and keep Dontari Poe. I told you. Man, coming up on 14 minutes. Shout out to my boy Ray Ray. Shout out to that boy LaFlame. Shout out to that boy El Sticky. You know what I'm saying? And also shout out to my boy Braylon Reed, man. And as for usual, like, sub, and peace. And as for always, go Texans.